Sairam students, today we are going to do grammar and our topic for today is preposition. So all of you be ready with a pen, notebook and also with your New Voices textbook. Now students, let us first understand what is a preposition. A preposition is a word that is placed before a noun or a pronoun and establishes the positional relation with other words in the sentences. Now students, we generally use such words like in, on, at, above, below and so on in a day-to-day activity, right? Now what are these words? Yes, these are all preposition. They tell us about position. It is a word which shows the relation between a noun or a pronoun or some other words. Now students, you all must have done preposition last year, right? So let us look into few examples. Now the first preposition is at. Now at is used to say exactly where something or someone is. Like, I saw a cat at the window. Now here cat is a noun and window is also a noun, right? So preposition shows the relation between a noun with another noun here. Now the next example is above. Anything which is higher than something else but not directly over it, then we use above. For example, there is a cat above the dog. Now here above is used to indicate a position higher than something else. Then the next is below. When something is lower than something else, in such case we are going to use below. Like for example, the dog lies below the cat. Then the next is on. Now when something is touching a surface or is being supported by a surface, then in such case we are going to use on, right? Then like for example, a dog lies on the rug, right? The dog is touching the surface, right? Then the next is under. Now here when something is lower than or it is covered by something else, then we are going to use under. Like for example, there is a dog under the desk. Now here this desk is covering the dog, right? So we are going to use under here. Now the next is on top of. When something is on the highest surface of something, then we are going to use on top of preposition. For example, there was a cat on top of the table. Now students, this is also called as phrasal preposition. Phrasal preposition are series of words or phrase that links and relates the object of the preposition. Now, in phrasal preposition, we have several words rather than just one word, like on, top, of. So we are having more than one word. When something is further forward than someone or something else, then we are going to use in front of. Now in front of is again phrasal preposition. Like for example, the cat was in front of the fireplace. Then the next is between. When something is in the middle of two objects or things or place, then we use between. Like for example, there is a mouse between the cats. Then the next is in. Now when something is into a container or into a place or into something, then we are going to use in. Like for example, you will find a mouse in the drawer. Then is next to. Next to is used when something is in or into a position right beside someone or something. Like for example, the dog came and sat next to the boy. Then is behind. When something is at the back or part of something, then we use behind. Like for example, the dog sat behind the chair. Now, let us understand types of preposition, like preposition of time, preposition of place, preposition of direction, and preposition of position. Now, let us first start with preposition of time. Now, the first one is at. This preposition of time is used to discuss clock times, holidays, and festivals. Now, at is used to indicate when something happens. We use at when we are giving a specific time. Like for example, I have a meeting at 9 a.m. So, I am giving a clock time here, 9 a.m. So, we are going to use at. Then, the next is in. This preposition of time is used to discuss months, seasons, years, centuries, or general time of day. Now, in is used to indicate the period of time in which something happens. Like for example, birds often migrate in spring and autumn. Now here we have used season, right? So we are going to use in as a preposition. Then the next is on. This preposition of time is used to discuss certain days of the week, specific dates, and special dates. Like on is also used with days, dates, birthdays, anniversaries, and so on. Like for example, my vacation ends on Monday. Now here I am talking about days of the week, right? So we are going to use on as a preposition of time. Now the next is during. The preposition during is used together with nouns and shows that something happens within a certain period of time. Now, during is used to express the ideas that something continues throughout the whole specific period. That is, it tells us that a continuous period of time some action has taken place. Like for example, during the war many people were killed. Now here during the war means during the continuous process of war many people were killed. Then the next is by. By shows a time limit for something to happen. It shows that an event must happen before a specific time is reached. Now, by indicates the last time at which an action will be finished. Like for example, you may come to me by 9 a.m. That means 9 a.m. is a deadline to come, right? Then the next is for. For is used with periods of time to indicate how long an action lasts. That means it shows how long an action was there. For example, they have lived here for 5 years. Then the next is since. Since can refer to a point after a specific time or event in the past. Now since is used with a period of time in the past from which some action has begun and it continues till the time of speaking. Like for example, he had been writing novels since he was 30 years old. Now let us understand preposition of place. Now the first one is at. At shows us where something is. It is used to show the exact point. Example, houses, stations, small villages and towns. It talks about exact position. Like for example, the train stopped at New Delhi railway station. Now here we are talking about the exact position, New Delhi railway station. Then next is in. In is used to discuss an enclosed place, that is space. It is used when the reference is to the name of large cities, countries or continents. Now we are going to use in when we are talking about cities, countries or continents in preposition of place. Like for example, they live in Bangalore. Now here we are talking about city, right? Then the next is on. On is used to indicate a particular area of land or place where something is. Now, for example, he worked on a farm for some time. Now here we are talking about a particular area, that is area of land, that is farm. Hence preposition on is used here. Now let's start with preposition of direction. Now here the first one is from. From is used with the starting point or point of departure from a place or the point of origin. That is, from is used when we are talking about point of departure or from point of origin. Like for example, they came from Bombay. Now here we are talking about origin. Then the next is for. For is used to show direction only when the verb indicates the beginning of a movement. Now when there is a movement, that is a verb. So after verb we will use for. Like for example, she left for Japan early in the morning. Now here left is verb. So just after verb we are going to use for, that is preposition of direction. Then the next is to. To is used for destination or the end point. Now when we are talking about destination or any end point, we will use to. Like for example, we went from Delhi to Ambala. Now here we are talking about destination, that is we are talking about the end point also, right? Then the next is towards. Towards is used to indicate the direction of something. That is, this will show us the direction. For example, they went towards the airport. That means we can understand the direction that they went towards the airport. Now let's move ahead. Now the next is preposition of position. Now here the first one is under. Under. Under is used to indicate a position that is below or beneath something. It means vertically below. Like for example, the dog was under the table. Then the next is underneath. Underneath has the same meaning as under. It means a position below something. Like for example, the coin coiled underneath the table. Then the next is below. Below means in a position lower than something. Like for example, the lake is 500 feet below the sea level. Then next is beneath. Beneath also means a lower position than something. Like for example, the red ball is beneath the blue box. Now students, beneath has the same meaning as under or underneath. But it is a formal, it is a literary word. Now, below is preferred when something is in the lower position but in the same building, hills or part of the body. Now students, let's understand how we are going to use between and among in a preposition. Now, between is used with two person or things. Like for example, she divided the apples between the two children. That means there are only two person involved and between these two person the apples are divided. Then is among. Among is used with more than two people or things. Like for example, he lives in a house among the trees. That means there are many trees and among the trees there is a house where he lives. Now students, open your New Voices textbook, page number 175 and let us start with this activity. Fill in the blanks with correct preposition. Now here the first one is I am afraid dash of heights. Now students, can you think of the correct answer? Yes, the correct answer is of. I am afraid of heights. Then the next is I was taken aback dash her sudden decision. Now here the correct answer will be yes, by. I was taken back by her sudden decision. Then the next is I am quite excited dash this idea. Now here think of the correct answer. Yes, the right answer will be about. I was quite excited about his ideas. Then the next is we were quite surprised dash on them at the party. Now here think of the correct answer. Yes, the correct answer will be we were quite surprised to see them at the party. Then the next is aren't you ready dash the exam as yet? Now think of the correct answer. Yes, the right answer will be for. Aren't you ready for the exam as yet? Then the next is he is keen dash trying out this new recipe. Now here the correct answer will be he is keen on trying out his new recipe. Now the next is I am interested dash playing dash the school this year. Now student, think of the correct answer. Yes, the correct answer is I am interested in playing for the school this year. I am interested in playing for the school this year. Now the next is I have been learning Bharatnatyam dash my guru dash many years now. Now here the correct answer will be I have been learning Bharatnatyam from my guru for many years now. Now students, let's start with the next activity. Rewrite these sentences correctly. Now this is there in the same page, page number 175. Now here the sentences are given and the preposition which is given in the sentence is incorrect. You need to place it with the correct preposition. Here the first sentence is I have never been on this hall before. Now here the preposition is on this hall before. So on preposition is incorrect here. So we are going to strike off this on and we are going to write the correct preposition. So can you think of the correct answer? Yes, the correct answer is in. I have never been in this hall before. Now the next one is I will go along by you to the market. Now here, find out the preposition. Yes, the preposition is by and it is incorrect here. So think of the correct answer. The correct answer will be with. So the answer is I will. So first you will strike this. Okay. Then you're going to write I will go along with you to the market. Now the next is don't walk in the grass. Now here the preposition given is in and in is incorrect. So just cut this in and the correct answer is on the grass. So write don't walk on the grass. Keep on writing, students. Then the next is he was sitting on the shade of the tree. Now here the preposition given is on the shade of the tree, that is on is given here. So it is not on. So on is incorrect, right? So the correct preposition will be in the shade. So first is we are going to strike this on and we will write the answer in. So here the answer is he was sitting in the shade of the tree. Then the next is my feet sank above the soft rug and I wrinkled my toes. Now here the given preposition is above and above is incorrect answer. So the correct will be in. So we are going to strike this above and we are going to write there in. So the correct answer is my feet sank in the soft rug and I wrinkled my toes. Now students, with this we have completed preposition. Alright, Sai Ram and take care.